What does it mean that Matt Gaetz came out and said that there are 5 known assassination teams in the U.S. and that 3 of these assassination teams are targeting Donald J. Trump? What does it mean when Representative Matt Gaetz comes out and says this? It speaks volumes. It speaks volumes to the political climate under which we are living. It speaks volumes to the political climate under which the media is giving cover for these assassination attempts. Now, people are saying that there was another assassination attempt where people around him got sick, that it was a chemical attack, or it was a radiological or a microwave weapon attack. Excuse me, I just had some salty potato chips. My mouth is a little bit watery. And I'm going to tell you this, man. It's a damn shame that America ain't protecting its presidents. It's a damn shame that the left does not understand that if someone is allowed to assassinate Donald Trump, it opens the door for assassination for Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, anybody that the deep state or the World Economic Forum does not agree with. It opens the door for assassination of them. On top of that, it puts your political, all your major political figures in fear. And so now they're afraid of assassination. So when they come and tell them, you gonna do what I say do, you're gonna pass this bill to where the borders are wide open, you're gonna bring in all these migrants, you're gonna collapse America, they are all now afraid that they're gonna die. And them being in fear of their lives only accelerates the downfall of America. But you can't get the left to understand that because they can't think their way outside of a paper bag. That's why you hear them saying, oh, I wish they would go ahead and kill Trump and get over with. No, you don't wish that. You don't wish that. You don't even understand what the hell you're saying. You don't even understand the words coming out of your mouth. What in the hell is wrong with you? You didn't just fall down and bump your head and bleed out like Gary Coleman. Somebody pushed you down the steps, you tumbled down, hit your head, and you're bleeding out. Because you're crazy. Because you can't see the forest for the damn trees. And therein lies the problem. So Matt Gaetz goes on and he does this interview, and I want you guys to hear this. Listen to what Matt Gaetz has to say. Come on, baby, play it. Quit playing. Watch this.
Is your thoughts on the second assassination attempt on the former and hopefully future president?
Tragic, avoidable. The fact that this shooter national without being neutralized is concerning. And I am starting to get the impression that we do not have enough force protection of supporting President Trump that we ought to have given the threat environment. I met recently with a senior official at the Department of Homeland Security who said that there are at least 5 known assassination teams in the United States right now, at least 3 of which are foreign, that are
known. I want you to understand, known. Now remember, the border has been wide open. They know of 5. And this Department of Homeland Security, those are the people who put individuals on the at the Trump campaign rally when they shot him in the head. Remember, that was the Department of Homeland Security that switched out the Secret Service.
Are out to kill Trump. And with that type of activity, I don't think we should be allowing people to set up for an extended period of time and wait to take their shot outside of his Gulf properties or his other properties. I'm also deeply concerned that the second attempted assassin was actually encountered at the border upon his return to the country from Ukraine. And the Customs and Border Patrol thought his story was so suspicious that he was recruiting freedom fighters all over the world to go fight in Ukraine. And when they asked him how he was financing this, he said, oh, well, my wife is paying for it. And that seemed odd. And so the CBP officials referred Ryan Rouse to the Department of Homeland Security's investigations unit to determine what was going on. And they declined to even proceed with an investigation. They just stopped and let the guy in the country, and we've got a lot of questions about that.
Okay. So what you're trying to tell me is the same people who let the man in the country are the same people that are telling you that there are 5 different assassination teams that are here to whack Donald Trump. But these are the same people that let this man into the country, the same people who switched out his Secret Service safety duty or Secret Service agents for DHS agents. The same people that's under Mayorkas. Is this what you're trying to tell me, Matt Gaetz? Is that what you saying, Matt? That's the sound like Matt is saying to me.
Hold on, I got a lot of. I never heard any of that second part or that first part. What were you saying about these 5 assassination teams?
Well, we are aware of at least 5 teams in country that are geared toward killing Trump. And I think, 3 of them that we know are foreign in nature. 2 of them we know are domestic in nature. And that calls for a force protection that we do not have around the former president right now.
Okay,
see, that's the wrong conversation. Stop. Pause. We are aware of 5 teams that are here with the intention of assassinating Donald Trump. And we're talking about being on defense. That's what the conversation is? We're talking about being on defense? We're aware of them. Why are we not hunting them down and whacking them? You see, and this is the narratives that people get confused, man. Oh, we're aware. No, sir. Let me ask you a question. You watching this video. You are aware of a man who has intentions of coming into your household and killing you and your family. He's going around and killed other people's families. You are aware that you have credible information that he's plotting to take out you and your family. Do you sit and wait on that man, or do you just go ahead and get that man and pay the price and be done with it? I thought you would agree with me on that one.
Who were you talking to that talked about this?
A senior Department of Homeland Security official met with me, said they were aware of this and were concerned that the Secret Service was not providing sufficient support.
Was it
sound like a blame game to me? So not a Secret Service not providing sufficient support, but who is in control of the Secret Service, ladies and gentlemen? Who is in control of the Secret Service?
Was this like a hearing, or was this like in your office?
This was in my office.
Okay. Now listen.
That is called a whistleblower.
Congressman, I'm just a guy here. I don't know things. Why are these people? What do we do? Why are we just having assassination teams walking around?
Well, one reason is because when they entered the country, there was insufficient scrutiny to stop them from doing so.
Joe Biden.
Right? I mean, the 3 of
Kamala Harris.
These teams are foreign inspired.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
From my understanding. Iranians, Ukraine, Pakistan, and, the
Chinese.
Work is obviously challenging to protect protective detail like a presidential campaign that is vigorous and out campaigning. But, the concern that this person brought to me, and we're still investigating it, is whether or not, given this threat environment, you've got the right sniper teams, the right tactical teams, that when you are having a move.
You see, this is why I couldn't be in Congress. Because this interview would go completely different. It would be, hey, listen, this is what's going on. I had a whistleblower come into my office, and the whistleblower said that there are up to 5 different assassination teams in the United States that are currently actively hunting down President Donald Trump. And the conversation has been, is his security detail enough? Do we have the right sniper teams? Do we have drones? Do we have this? Do we have that? And my concern is that because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris left the borders wide open, not only do we not know if there's more than 5, I was told there were 5 by a Department of Homeland Security senior official, but we are aware of the fact that the Department of Homeland Security has not done their job. They are, responsible for the border. They left the border wide open. We are aware of the fact that Joe Biden himself and Kamala Harris themselves are responsible for the Secret Service. And so the question is, why do we not have SEAL Team 6, Boat Team 22? Why don't we have contractors out searching these people down and hunting them down right now in America? And the conversation would have stopped right there. I would have pushed it to that point right there and shut the hell up and put the most pressure that anyone could put on the Biden administration. Now, I'm pretty sure Matt Gaetz has a reason why he took this angle, but I don't think it's the right angle to take. I'm sorry. Then when you go further, watch this. Matt Gaetz, some colleagues suspicious of a Secret Service mole. That came out today as well. Some lawmakers are suspicious of a potential mole in U.S. Secret Service filed in the second assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump, Matt Gaetz said during an appearance on Breitbart News. What you're trying to tell me is that the United States federal government that has all the technology in the world, we just saw what the Israelis did to Hezbollah. And somebody challenged me today, well, DW, what kind of evidence do you have that they're terrorists other than what your government told you? Well, what kind of evidence does your bitch ass have that they're not terrorists? Yeah. What kind of evidence do you have that they're not terrorists? Trick? Anyway, moving on. You trying to expect me to believe that they're around here blowing up pages and blowing up radios all over the place and we don't know where these people is? And we don't know if there's a mole when they can track everybody's movement, when the globalists talk about they know us better than we know ourselves, and you trying to tell me that we don't know if there's a mole or not. I don't know why they're slow walking this. Why would you slow walk the concept of there being a mole in the Secret Service when there's clearly a mole in the Secret Service? Why would you slow walk the claims that the Department of Homeland Security is not doing their job when it's clear that they're not doing their damn job? I don't understand it. And that is the problem I have with Republicans. In power, that's the problem I got with y'all. Y'all play too many kiddie games with people who trying to knock your head off your shoulder. You play games. You play nice. You don't make war. And they trying to knock your head off your shoulders. Period.